Hi, Glenn Rabenberg with GSR Calcium, Phosrite, TestRite Labs, and GrowRite Greenhouse. We're a company of a different nature. We attack problems from a different angle, and we get success in every venue that we've attempted. To give you an idea, we look at soil in a different way. Common agronomy has looked at soil with chemistry based in mind, and that has given us many of the problems that we're facing today. Along with chemistry, you need to look at biology, which are the good critters in the soil, the microbes, the beneficial fungi, the protozoa, the good spores, many different things that make up the microbial life of the soil. And also the third piece to the puzzle is the physics, the electricity and the conductivity. Every mineral has a polarity. It's either positive or negative. Things either attract or repel. If you have lumps, clumps, clods, hard pan, plow pan, high pH, low pH, any type of problems, we can relate that back to a calcium deficiency. A lot of people may say, it sounds too easy. Here's the secret. Calcium is the referee. It's the tour guide, and it's the mediator of all the nutrients. And if you look at phosphorus, phosphorus is the bus driver that drags all the nutrients throughout the plant where they need to go. We manufacture calcium and phosphorus, and we're quite proud of it. Calcium and phosphorus are the parents of all the rest of the nutrients. The next three nutrients to look at are potassium, magnesium, and sulfur. Out of these top 5 minerals, we usually find 2 minerals that are in excess and the other 3 are deficient. Calcium and phosphorus, both in the available form, are usually deficient. Potassium and magnesium are always overly abundant, causing trouble, and sulfur many times is also deficient. So looking at these top 5 minerals, by supplying calcium and phosphorus on a good electrically available source, you will start increasing the sugar content of your plants. The sugar content is basically the fuel gauge to your plant, and it tells the health of the plant. When the sunlight comes out and hits the leaf, photosynthesis starts to happen, and calcium and phosphorus are the 2 minerals that are most responsible for increasing the sugar content within your plant. Many people have said, I've tried one of those refractometers and I've never seen anything to get this refractometer to increase and to show a better number. The reason being is you are using the wrong products. Our calcium and phosphorus are designed to build sugar. Sugar is energy. The energy that plant needs to fight off disease, to fight off weeds, and to fight off insects. So what we look at is we're looking at a water-soluble calcium, and it's a deionized calcium carbonate that we're using grams of calcium per acre. And we have seen wonderful results from California to Massachusetts, from Texas to Canada, and many other countries. It doesn't matter what your problem is, calcium is the referee. If your pH is too high, for example, a lot of agronomists will say, well, you have too much calcium. We found that to not necessarily be true. Because when you look at good soil pH should be 6.4. And when your soil is running an 8 pH, they say you have too much calcium. They're almost right. It's the carbonate molecule that's in excess that has artificially driven the pH up. When you apply a good electrically available calcium, it satisfies the carbonate molecule and your pH naturally balances itself. If your pH is too low, calcium comes in again to be the referee and the tour guide to balance the nutrients to bring your pH up. When your pH comes up and balances out, or comes down and balances out at 6.4, you now have the ability for nutrients to become more available and your sugar content to increase. Calcium and phosphorus are the 2 leading minerals that a farmer needs to use if he wants to start to become more natural or organic or sustainable, or just reduce some of his input costs. This is the fuel portion of what you need to start checking. This is a very inexpensive piece of equipment under $100. The other piece of equipment that we use is a conductivity meter. This conductivity meter measures the electrical response and activity of the nutrients within the soil. We monitor the soil every day, and what we find is 9 problems out of 10 can be solved with a conductivity meter. Many times you have too much or too little spark. This can be balanced back to a small gas motor. If a small gas motor doesn't start, there's 2 things you're going to check. You're going to check the fuel, and you're going to check the spark. These are 2 things that make a small gas motor work to provide work or energy or electricity. These two tools are the same type of concept to measure the fuel, the calcium and phosphorus, which is a sugar building ability, and the electricity, which comes from your nitrate nitrogen, your ammoniated nitrogen, your carbons, your humic acid, your humates, your fulvic acids, and products like that. When you balance the sugar building nutrients of calcium and phosphorus along with the electrical building nutrients to move your conductivity, you are now starting to achieve balance within your soil. Calcium and phosphorus are the 2 most important nutrients that a plant needs. And the reason we say that with confidence and conviction is if you look at a mineral tag off any livestock mineral, the first 2 minerals are calcium and phosphorus. Calcium and phosphorus are like the parents to all the rest of the nutrients. If calcium and phosphorus, being the parents, aren't in charge and aren't in the lead, the kids or the other nutrients don't know what to do. And many times they will cause trouble just like kids like to do. So leading the operation to success with calcium and phosphorus and balancing the numbers with 2 simple pieces of equipment will give you the first steps to success. If you like what you've heard, or if you're curious about more information, contact us at gsrcalcium.com. We have a lot of information, and we also have a money-back guarantee on our products. We guarantee our products will perform and make you money. Our business is quite simple and straightforward. If we don't make money, we've got to make you money. So what we're doing is simple common sense, taking things back to the way they used to be, balancing nutrients the old-fashioned way, and growing high nutrient dense food. So we appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.